Welcome to the weekend update for Liberty, Leadership, and Lies with Larry Linton. The Meet the Candidates event Thursday night at the Sevierville Civic Center was great. Quite a few people came out to meet the 30-plus people running for office here locally. The May primary is just around the corner, and based upon the political makeup of the county, the primary will be the de facto August election. Of the 56 positions being voted upon in the May primary, 32 of those candidates are running unopposed. More than half. And that's just for the GOP primary. There are no qualified Democrat Party candidates running in the May primary for any of those 56 offices. It's pretty amazing, don't you think? You would think that means that Sevier County is a solid red county, right? Or maybe, just maybe, a Democrat, or communist, knows that they cannot even compete in the local elections by openly declaring they are a Democrat. So they decide to run as a Republican. I think the latter is most likely the case. All you have to do is look at what the school board has been doing in Sevier County for a few years now and see the truth behind that. As I mentioned in the lead up to last night's event, Empowered Sevier conducted a straw poll and the results came out yesterday afternoon. Results that I am not the least surprised about. While they may be somewhat disappointing, the results are also somewhat uplifting. Of course, I didn't win the straw poll. The uplifting part is that I received nearly 20% of the votes. Not bad considering the following factors. I'm a relative newcomer running against a lifelong resident of Sevier County. This is my first foray into the realm of politics, going up against somebody that is a 10-year incumbent of that seat, and this same incumbent has many years in local office. Another thing, I received roughly the same number of votes as the number of one-on-one conversations I had with people in attendance. So to me, that means that my message, my platform, or whatever you would like to call it, is resonating with the people I spoke with. The man I will be running against didn't show up, yet I was there, willing to take a stand in the arena. While discussing the results with my son-in-law yesterday, Denise and I were over at their house, he said something that really applies to these results. He said that even though Mr. Dale Carr didn't show up, residents were willing to hand him the keys again, just like the voters will do with most of the incumbents running for re-election. A few of the people I spoke with had already marked their ballots in the straw poll for Mr. Carr before they had even asked me any questions. When I pointed that out, the typical response was, he's an old friend. Old friends. Old friends and keys. I'm sure that the people that are old friends, as well as many of the incumbent candidates that were there and voted for Mr. Carr, did so out of loyalty and friendship. And I won't hold that against them either. But you know what blind loyalty and friendship can do, right? Would any of you, now serious question now, would any rational adult hand the keys to their car over to somebody that has wrecked the car in the past and has a proven record of reckless driving? Would they just hand those keys over out of blind loyalty and friendship? Better yet, would they allow that same reckless driver to drive their car with their children inside it? We all know the answer to that question, at least I hope I do. Yet here we are, because you might be friends or even close friends with an incumbent legislator or provide them with the blind loyalty of voting for the mere sake of their longevity in office. That's like giving your car keys to somebody that continuously wrecks your car. With government, though, it isn't just your insurance company that pays. It will be your children, your grandchildren, and every future generation. Meanwhile, while our General Assembly is wrecking the car and eroding our liberties, our monthly insurance premiums keep going up too. Not only do we pay a monetary price for our blind loyalty or our apathy, future generations are going to be paying with the freedoms they will never know or never get to enjoy. The members of our General Assembly are good at wrecking the car every chance they get. Wrecking the car by killing pro-liberty legislation in committee or subcommittee, or advancing bills that erode the people's liberties. We'll talk more about this next week and provide some further thoughts on the Meet the Candidates event. Until next week, this has been the weekend update of Liberty, Leadership, and Lies with Larry Linton. I pray you all have a wonderful weekend. Stand in the arena with me. Reveille, it's time to wake up.